With staff, it's just procrastination. From my experience, it's a case of, I haven't got time to do that, so I'm not going to do it. Whereas the staff that have progressed better than others in my area are the ones that have just tried to do it, and it's been, small steps, which have now culminated in them being in a really comfortable place. The staff that are in a comfortable place over the next few weeks are going to then go in and support staff that are not where they need to be. But it's been swings and roundabouts, because the staff that are probably not where they need to be are internal verifiers, lead verifiers, so they've had a different focus. So as a team, we will support each other to get where we need to be. Students, to be honest with you, we've not come across many students that are not used to using technology. We do work with adults, and we do work with quite a lot of adults that are from deprived areas and that have got challenging backgrounds. But again, most of them have got an iPhone. Most of them have got some kind of technology or internet access. The college has got fantastic facilities that are open, till late in the evenings. So we encourage them to use that. We encourage students to bring their own devices, which has been different for us. But it's worked well. They've really engaged with that.
I think the barriers that you hear from teachers are, where do I get the time to develop my materials? Where do I get the time to do this additional work? I think those are the barriers that they see. So we're looking at establishing a larger group, pioneers, one in each teaching team. And they will then directly support the teachers within those groups. Help them identify what units are going to be more easily delivered online, and then looking at what tools and techniques they can use to engage the learner.
So therefore some staff are bound to see the technology as a threat to their jobs or their salaries.
I think some people do see that, but I don't think that is the case. I think the time that would be spent in front of a class, would equally be spent developing materials, responding to the work that students have done online. So I don't think there is. I don't think jobs are a threat as a result of it, and I don't think that's ever been the intention. I think I see staff developing materials online, activities that the students can engage in, and also identifying pre-existing materials and activities that they can bring into their course.
I think the FELTAG recommendations are the minimum. I'd like to think that we could go further than 10%, that some departments already are going further than that once staff really do break down those myths and start to embrace it, and with the pioneers that we're putting in place in this college, that staff will see that as 10% is something that they would want to go further and have much more than 10% within their delivery of teaching. So I'm fully behind that as a starting point. They need sufficient time. We need to provide champions. I think we're calling them pioneers in this college, so they need to be able to relate to the pioneer within their section, somebody that they trust and respect within their team, and building in sufficient time for them to be able to work with those pioneers to really embrace this technology fully.
Staff initially were very, I would say, wary about FELTAG recommendations, but probably because in my team this isn't what they came into education for. They came in to teach practical skills in hairdressing and beauty therapy and nail technology, and so they didn't see where it fitted in to their teaching. And I think as a college we're moving more and more towards developing our e-learning techniques and developing technologies. And again, I go back to the communication about why we're doing it and the response we get from students when we conduct our e-learning in a real positive and exciting way. So I think now we get the buy-in from the team.
And do you think this technology enhanced or enabled learning's going to have a big impact on the students in the quality of the learning process and their achievements?
I think it's, from what we're doing in my school, so I can speak for my school, it's positive because we have a large number of learners who want to do a lot of work on the computer at home. They can't always get into class and be in class 9 to 5, 4 days a week, 5 days a week. So it allows for more remote learning and allows for flexibility in the classroom.